Have you ever thought about where your produce comes from? Most grocery chains receive produce from various local and national farmers. In fact, there are about 3.4 million farmers in the United States today. But of that staggering number, only 45,000 are Black farmers. At the Better Buggy, we are a proud group of
Ladies and gentlemen, during Reconstruction and all through Jim Crow, many Black people in America lost property. I have family members in Georgia that lost their property during Jim Crow. And I'm happy to say at least one Black family in California got their beach property back, and it is worth millions. Good for them. This is a good story. So this is CNN, and April 12th, 2021. A century ago, a Black couple owned a beach resort in Manhattan Beach, a Southern California town known for its scenic expanse. An inviting soulful energy and songs of Black entertainers radiated throughout the corridors of the dance hall and lodge. But the music and the good times would not last due to the strict racial segregation that dominated American life then and still does now. Stop trying to act like that was in the past. It is here now. Harassment from white neighbors and the Ku Klux Klan tore away the dreams of the owners, Charles and Willa Bruce. The final blow came in 1924 when the city took the property through eminent domain. That's exactly how they got my family's property down in the South, eminent domain. So they heavily used that against Black people back then to get their property. But y'all ain't fooling nobody. Redlining is still going on even to this very day. So they still using their bag of tricks out here. And paid the couple a fraction of what they asked for. Yes. And the city wanted the land for a park. Screw your park. Okay, you can't put a park in your neighborhood. It had to be where the Black people owned the beach. That was the only place in the world a park could go. Y'all full of crap. The Bruces left and just died 5 years later. That's a shame. Now there is a move afoot to provide justice to the descendants of Los Angeles County officials on Friday that said they are working with the state lawmakers on legislation that would return property worth $75 million to the family. Good. I'm glad their descendants are around to get the land. Never should have took their land in the first place. Just evil. Plain old evil. The Bruces had their California dreams stolen from them. And the county supervisor, Janice Hahn, generations of their descendants almost certainly would have their millionaires if they have been able to keep their property and successful business. Ugly chapter in community history. For a short time, Bruce's Beach offered Black families a place to enjoy the rich taste of California life. Most importantly, it renewed their feelings of hope and unity. The couple purchased the land for $1,225 in 1912 and built several facilities, including a cafe and changing rooms. Some white neighbors resented the Black beachgoers. Oh, yeah, of course. And I'm sure they weren't even bothering the white folks, but you know how they are. They got to make their way over to us and then try to insist we're the problem. No, we're not the problem. So they were annoyed and resented the Black beachgoers. Yeah, nothing shocking there. And the popularity of the resort. A Bruce family spokesperson told CNN white supremacists and Klan members posted no trespassing signs and slashed tires of black families who would avoid, to try to get them to avoid the area, discouraging them from coming. The KKK attempted to set the property on fire and succeeded in burning down a local black family home nearby, county officials said. Hahn told reporters that when scare tactics didn't work, Manhattan Beach declared eminent domain in 1924. The couple eventually were paid $14,125 for property that was worth millions. The city left the land vacant for several decades after it took ownership in 1929. Well, it shouldn't have belonged to the city. Today, the property is now a park with a lawn parking lot and a lifeguard training facility. It no longer belongs to Manhattan Beach. The property was transferred to the state and to Los Angeles County in 1995. City officials have acknowledged and condemned what happened, though they stopped short of an apology. Well, it's not in their nature to do the right thing, y'all. That's why you're not seeing them do it. It's just not there. The Manhattan Beach of today is not the Manhattan Beach of 100 years ago, the city council recently said. The community and population of the city of Manhattan Beach are loving, tolerant, and welcoming to all. We reject racism, hate, tolerance, and exclusion. No, you don't, because that's why it still goes on today. You embrace it. Today's residents are not responsible for the actions of others 100 years ago. Yeah, but that doesn't get you out of it. And the reason why it doesn't get you out of it is because look at how long it took you to give their family their property back. So you mean to tell me if I look up racist incidents in Manhattan Beach, California, I'm not going to find none? I'm not going to find anything. I don't believe that. I don't believe that. The upscale city population today is less than 1% black. Wow. So it ain't hardly no black folk there. Losing Bruce Beach was devastating for the family because they struggled to buy beachfront property elsewhere. As a result, Charles and Willa Bruce moved to South Los Angeles and became laborers, said the family spokesperson, Dwayne Shepard. They suffered physically, mentally, socially, and emotionally. And they died within 5 years after leaving Manhattan Beach, he said. Mm-mm-mm. Some are not happy about the idea. Of course they're not. Oh, you giving black people property that was rightfully theirs? Oh no, that just angers me. It makes me mad. Come on. I mean, come on. What reaction do you really think you're going to get from these people? Giving the land back to the Bruce descendants will require state action. A bill will be introduced this week. The law essentially will make the Bruce's property exempt from restrictions that limit the county's ability to transfer the property with ease. With Governor Gavin Newsom approval, the transfer process could be solidified by the end of the year. Give them their damn land back. Always stealing people's land. Although the bill is not expected to face much opposition at the legislative level, it has been met with resistance from some of the neighborhood. One person who did not give her name, of course not, expressed her concern at the county news conference on Friday. I've been lucky enough to live in this beautiful spot for 50 years, the neighbor said with frustration. I've never been discriminated against by this community, but it hurts me that people here are trying to spoil what we have here. Remember, it's only 1% black. So you know those folks ain't happy that they gonna get all this property back. And them black folks gonna get all this property. You know, that's pissing their asses off. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. You know what? They don't want us to have a crumb more than they do. But you know what? They're doing the right thing. This family, they deserve to have their property back. And maybe they can build up some more black owned businesses there, just like their parents and grandparents tried to do. That's not illegal. Black owned properties experience tremendous amounts of hatred, harassment, hostility, and violence at the hands of the Ku Klux Klan, who cold bloodedly threatened the Bruces and other families who dared to enjoy their property. That's called having no life. That's what that's called. So, y'all, please tell me what you think. I'm happy for this family. I'm glad they're getting their property back. And as far as I'm concerned, they need to get financial compensation for what happened to their family, too. You know, you need to compensate them and, financially, good to get the land back, but you denied them of even enjoying this property for 100 years out of nothing but pure racism. Mm-mm. Y'all fight for more. You deserve it. Please leave your comment and subscribe. Don't forget to hit on the notification bell, and I'll see you on the next video. Peace, family.